Let me show you the initial configuration of POCO F8 Pro. I'm going to show you how to go through the initial setup. So once you turn on your phone, of course, we need to tap on this arrow, and then we need to choose the language that we wanted to use on our phone. In my case, I'm going to choose English United States, and let's move on to the next step. Now over here, we can choose our region. So of course, we can scroll through this list, or we can search for a region, and let's say I'm going to type United States. There we go. We can select the region and go next. Over here we have the information about terms and conditions. So we need to select that we have read and we agree to the user agreement and privacy policy. You can also transfer settings, accounts, and other data from your previous phone. So if you want to do that, you can choose either Android device or iPhone or iPad. It's up to you. But if you want to perform a clean setup, then of course we can press skip in the bottom left corner. Now in my case, I have inserted 2 SIM cards, so I can choose which SIM card I want to use for calls and which SIM card should be used for the mobile data. In my case, I'm gonna leave it as it is, so I'm just gonna go next. Then we can connect to a Wi-Fi. So of course, on this list, you should be able to scroll through the list, and you can try to add connect actually to a network. Of course, you can skip that if you don't have Wi-Fi connection, but in my case, I'm gonna connect to my Wi-Fi. And once we connect, we're gonna go ahead and press next. And now we need to wait a couple of seconds. You will see the Google sign-in page. So of course you can log into your account. You can also create a new account if you want to. And once you enter your email or phone number, we can go next in order to enter the password. And if for some reason you don't want to sign into your Google account yet, you can just press skip in the bottom left corner. After that, you might need to choose who will be using this device if you sign into your account. So in my case, I will be using this device. So I'm gonna press next. Then we need to agree to Google Terms of Service, and we need to wait for the next screen. We have one more attempt to copy apps and data. So if you want to, you can just do that. You can also get a backup from your Google account. If you have backups created, then you can go ahead and press next over here. And if you have any backups, then you should be able to select them in here. You can also choose to not copy anything in the bottom left corner. Now we can set up the screen lock password, so you can create a password. You can also use fingerprint and also set up the face unlock if you want to do that. But this is optional. If you don't want to use your time right now in order to set these things up, you can just skip this. And I'm gonna do that because honestly I don't want to do that right now. Then we have Google services, so we can enable location, we can allow scanning, and so on and so forth. In my case, I'm gonna disable everything. You are not really required to use these things if you don't want to, but of course feel free to turn them on if you don't mind using them. And we're gonna press agree. Then we can also create Google backups by storing your photos and videos on your Google account, as well as other device data that is listed over here. And if you want to, you can uncheck any of these boxes. Now, if you decide to create a backup, if you want to use these backups, then of course we need to press turn on backup afterwards. But you can of course disagree and not creating backups by choosing don't backup. Now we need to choose the default browser and search engine. So if we go next, we need to select the browser that we want to use by default. If you don't know which one to choose, you can for example choose the most popular choice, which is the Google Chrome, and we can press set as default. And for the search engine, if you don't know which to choose, most likely you want to choose Google. And let's go ahead and press next. Now in this case, we can just leave the setup and get reminded later in order to continue setting it up. And if you want to, of course, you can do that. But in my case, I'm gonna tap on continue to show you what is after that. So over here, we can find some information about quick share. So we can press I agree if you actually wanted to use it. And there is also some information about Gemini. We have instructions how to use it, so we're gonna tap continue. And if you want to, you can set up Hey Google, which is a voice recognition for Gemini, so you can activate it by just saying this sentence out loud. I don't use it, so I'm gonna tap on no thanks. You can also set up Google Pay by adding your payment card into the wallet on your phone. So if you want to do so, of course, we can press add a card and continue with the setup. But later on you can do so on your phone by just going to the wallet app. So I'm just gonna skip for now. Then we have some additional stuff that you can do, like change the wallpaper and so on and so forth. but I'm not really interested in any of these things, and these things can also be changed later on in the settings as well, so I don't think there's a need to do that right now, so I'm just gonna skip it. And now we just have to wait one more time. Now we have some additional basic settings. These are of course provided by Xiaomi or POCO, and in this case I'm going to disable location. I can agree to automatic system updates. We can turn this off and this thing off as well, and that's pretty much it. I think the rest is okay. Feel free, of course, well, you should actually scroll through this list and check out and verify by yourself which things you want to use and which things you disagree. So after that we can go next. You can also enable parental controls if you want to. I don't need them, so I'm gonna go next. Then we have the font setting. You can choose which font you want to use on your phone. I'm gonna stick with the default one, and let's go next. Then you can choose to have the launcher with the app drawer, or you can disable the app drawer and you can just use the home screen. Of course, my choice will be the app drawer one, and let's go next. And finally, the navigation mode as well. So you can use gestures to navigate on your phone, or you can use buttons. If you need help with the gestures, you can learn how to use them by using this option in here. And let's go next. The layout of background apps, or as it is called over here, recent. So we can go for the vertical style, and you can also choose the more classic horizontal style. I'm gonna actually stick with the vertical one, and let's go next. And now just wait a little bit longer until you can go to the home screen. That should be pretty much it. We should be able to go to the home screen after that. There we go, setup complete. So we're gonna press all set at the bottom of the screen, and we have access to our home screen finally. So that's pretty much it. The first configuration is done. Now you can start using your phone as you wish. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe.